Hey everybody, welcome to another side episode of Dark Souls 3. This is your favorite host, Aaron here. Alright, now this probably doesn't look like my normal character, and that's because it isn't. This is my character, Felicia the Strong, a spear woman, normally called, I don't know, whatever. This is a spear-using character from, it's based off a NPC summon from Dark Souls 2 called Felicia. It was sort of a joke that it started on Epic Name Bros channel about Felicia the fucking Strong. And so I was kind of just having fun. I felt like making a spear character, so I just named her that. And even though she's wearing this set of armor, no, she did not kill the NPC who wears it. Once again, another side character gave her this. Alright, now, the reason you can probably guess why I'm here is because my main character cannot join this covenant. This one can, though, because I do have the DarkMoon loyalty gesture, which is apparently what you need for the covenant. And now I finally get to talk to her. Josh won't be the only one who knows what's going on. I see your tail. And I was looking at her, I'm like, she has these weird growths on her neck. Come on, game. Like some sort of... There's something around the edges of her eyes. Look like scales and these weird growths on her neck. Just, she's so thin, though. I can hear her breathing. It sounds very like someone who's really sick. Wait, huh? What is that on her head? More scales, possibly? And yeah, of course she's got the tail. Like, this is why I'm pretty sure she's related to Priscilla. I'm gonna guess that this is her daughter. I've said that in the videos, but I'm hoping to find out for sure.
Name thyself, stranger.
Felicia.
I am Yorshka,
Yorshka.
captain of the DarkMoon Knights. What beckoned thee to such a place?
Perform DarkMoon loyalty. Oh, okay then.
Thou thinkst too. Very well. Captain to this knightless company I remain. I will grant thee purpose.
Oh, holy cow, she's standing up.
Thou'st journeyed far. Hear my voice.
She's
If thou
so
shalt
frail.
swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I place thee under the aegis and the power of the Dark Moon.
Her arms seem like, even though they're super skinny, they seem
Thou art now
unproportional.
the blade of the Dark Moon, the only knight of our company,
Well, yeah, she's kind of on her.
and face thy solemn
What
duty.
about Blade of the DarkMoon? Okay. Let me check that real quick. Actually, I'm probably just going to go ahead and throw it in. Pledge oneself to the Blade of the Darkmoon Covenant. A silver pennant depicting the Dark Moon and a sword, the crest of the Darkmoon Knights. The original blue Sentinels. Aha! That is why their symbols are so similar. Okay. Equipped to pledge oneself to the Blade of the Darkmoon Covenant. Remember, the Way of Blue faces a dark spirit. Okay, so basically it will act just like the Blue Sentinels. Faces a dark spirit, the Blade of the Dark Moons, by an ancient accord, help to root out the invader. Summoning takes place automatically when equipped. Faded sheepskin parchment depicting the Dark Moon and a sword. Equipped to pledge oneself to the Blue Sentinel Covenant. Remember the way... Yeah, same thing there. Pretty well. Okay. Okay, so Originally it was the DarkMoons who would hunt down invaders and would get summoned to help Blue Sentinels. That's why they had the crest of the moon without the blade. And then they eventually turned into just the Blue Sentinels. Interesting.
Oh. Good blade of the dark moon. Welcome home.
It's not much of a home,
I
I'm
can
sorry.
provide thee succor. Only
Succor?
tell me how.
That might be a word I have to look up later.
Long ago, our father Gwyn, lamenting the waning of the fire, became cinder of his own will. Now, the fire is linked by the champions who have come in his stead. Such is the will of Father and the gods. And so the Dark Moon Knights took arms to watch over those who link the fire. But long ago, our company lost its last proper knight. Only its covenant was preserved to this day, until the time of thy visit. Heirdom taketh many forms, indeed.
There's so much for me to dissect just from talking to her. She keeps calling Gwen father, and does that mean father as in this is a daughter of Gwen? But if it is, it's not one we know of. We only know of the three. Guinevere, Gwendolyn, and the firstborn. I'm trying to remember, does it anywhere say how many children he had? Or is it just that those are the only ones we hear about? Now I'm kind of curious. Because she has to be related to she has to be related to Priscilla somehow, because she does have Priscilla's tail. And I know that I had talked about how Onion Bro mentioned how there was a member of the old royalty trap who was imprisoned. I was thinking that was talking about Gwendolyn, because he was kind of trapped and then fed to Aldrich. But we don't know when that happened, so that could have been a lot longer ago. So now I'm starting to think that unless she's talking about calling him father in the same way you call a god father, the wording of this is just slightly off, that it's giving me trouble. Like, either it means father as in, like, because he's God, or it means father as in actual father, which would be very curious considering you appear to also be related to Priscilla. This has just got me so curious.
May I pose thee a question?
Yes, please. Anything.
This prison stands tall and solitary, the contraption bridging its lower reaches long, unmoving.
Yeah.
So, by what path didst thou here ascend?
Invisible.
Art thou a creature of the air? Or other winged thing?
No, I can't
No,
fly.
of course not. Forgive my prying. Think no more on mine asking.
No, you can ask me all you want.
I'm ashamed to say I know very little of anything.
Why is it... This isn't Priscilla, I'm positive of that.
Long ago, our father Gwyn, now such that long
Okay,
ago
so
he
that's...
dared and take
I did manage to get 10 of these. Sadly, I'm sure there's probably a 30 offering thing, because that seems to be how a lot of these covenants are operating. But I only got 10 right now because I can only get these from... I'm not good at PvP. We all know this, but so I've only been getting them from the Silver Knights up above. I might try doing some PvP with this character, because if I'm just getting someone to help the player get rid of an invader, that might not be too difficult. so I might be able to get away with it. I might equip it and just have it there in case I need to get summoned. So we'll just see what happens. But let's turn in the 10 right now.
My blade of the dark moon, thy deeds merit great worship.
Thank you.
As captain, 'tis my duty to honour knights of great accomplishment.
There's not a whole lot of to honor.
It is thine, and not lightly given.
It's not.
As a shade of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere,
Okay.
persevere in thy knightly duty, hunting down the gods' would-be foes.
Oh my goodness. Specifically calling Guinevere sister. She must be a daughter of Gwen. That is the way he's using the word father. Oh. Okay, hold on.
So soon,
What?
may the dark moon watch over.
She almost sounded sad when I did that. Okay, let's see what we got here. Adds many attunement slots. Holy cow, adds 2 slots. Dang. May the moon deity Gwendolyn, youngest son of Gwen the First Lord, adds many slots for attunement. Gwendolyn, also known as Dark Sun, commands the DarkMoon Knights and bestows this ring upon the best of them. Yeah, but this isn't Gwendolyn. I'm probably going to have to end up giving this ring to my main character, because this character doesn't need it as much at the moment. I need to put more points into attunement anyway, and she's just going to be a faith user, so she's basically like a paladin. And so all she's going to need is faith, miracles, so yeah, I'm probably going to have this get transferred to my main, because the build I'm kind of going for, I kind of have an idea for all the stuff I want for him, but I need about 6 attunement slots. And I think this ring will pretty well cover it. And that's awesome. Alright, do you have anything new to say?
Oh, good blade of the dark moon. If I can provide these the dark moon knights were once led by my elder brother, the dark sun Gwendolyn.
Oh.
But he was stricken by illness, and leadership of the knights fell to me. Then Sullivan wrongfully proclaimed himself pontiff, and took me prisoner. Oh, where could my dear brother be?
Your brother's
If
dead.
only he were here, I would be most pleased for you both to meet. Most assuredly would he.
I don't know, he kind of, in Dark Souls 1, he kind of seemed like kind of a self-righteous prick.
Long ago, our father Gwyn, now, such is the will of Father, long ago, our only its covenant was Erdem taketh. The Dark Moon Knights were once led by my elder brother, but he was then aware, if only as long ago, now, such that only Erdem off so soon may the dark.
Hold on now. Youngest son. That is an interesting distinction, because I think even in Dark Souls 1, it states that Gwendolyn is the youngest son. I'm trying to remember. Does it say he's the lastborn? I don't think it says lastborn. I think it only says youngest son. I'm trying to think of my Dark Souls 1 lore information right now. So after oh man, there are so many things to consider right now. What if Gwen had a child with Priscilla, and that is why she was banished to On top of the whole life hunt thing, but she also could have been banished to the pain world because of that. Because that's the thing, we don't know who the mother of the gods are. I don't think Priscilla's the mother of all of them. No. This is the only one that appears to have Priscilla's tail and looks like scales. I'm pretty sure pointed ears that she also had. I'm trying to remember. So much information I need to dissect. I almost need to go back and just go back into Dark Souls 1 and dig up some information of mine. What? Because I know she would have had to have been born before the events of Dark Souls 1. But then again, this could just be like, it could not be a part of anything in Dark Souls 1 because this game could be rewriting a few things, which I can't fault them for that. It's kind of, it kind of makes sense that they would. Ooh. This is so curious. I need to find out more about this. I really do.
Oh, if I can... Off so soon, maybe...
I think I need to get the other 20, probably through helping out the Covenant, and then see what I get after that, and hopefully it gives me some more information because this is so interesting. I'm very curious about what this could mean. Because it sounds like if she's not the last born, she's at least the she's at least younger than Gwendolyn. And when he fell ill, as it said, she basically took over. Okay, well, I have a lot of stuff to think over and try to piece this together as best I can. I'll probably get with Josh, talk to him about it, and we'll probably talk about it more during the next episode if we can think of anything. Otherwise, I'll wait until I can get more information. But dang, this is... Ooh. My lore senses are tingling. Alright. I'm going to thank you all for watching this little side episode. Oh, we got so much information we're going to need to play around with it in this one. I want to thank you all for watching. Have a good rest of your day. This is Felicia of the Dark Moon Knights signing out. Bye.